reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the receiver. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking for a man. The pocket breaking down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
7, Georgia Tech, 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Begin with a quick throw to the left. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
It sets up a 3rd down and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And then first down, they go right back to him. Has the first down and more. He has first down yardage at the 46.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he finds the running back in the flat. Run for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. And the Yellow Jackets will bring their punt team onto the field. On a punt now for the first time today. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break. Trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Pass caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will look to convert here on 4th down. He's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And someone moved this a bit too early. And it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Okay, ready?
Handing off on the draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, that is exactly how you draw it up right there. A draw play. It's any time you want to make the defense think that you're going to throw the football. They're worried about the ball going downfield, and you sneak it to the back, hand it off with all kinds of room to run. Nice, well-designed play, and a good job of accelerating upfield there by the back.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. I mean, 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pass rush closing in. He's got it right near the end zone. They'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Usually you like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. And the pass rush gets home.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Past the 30.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He dumps it off to the tight end. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion makes it second and medium. Tries the right with a quick throw. Goes incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incompletion makes it second down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense has got this drive going now. A killer penalty to extend it. A fresh set of downs now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Now, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
And off the deflection, it's caught. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. One more play before they head to the locker room. And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Fire to the right side, complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39. First down here for this offense.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. They look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he threw it. Off target and incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. With the catch, it's Parvey. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The Yellow Jackets who come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Good enough for a fresh set of downs to spot the ball at the 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He could go. Past the 50. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. We're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. What an electric play. Suddenly, they moved into scoring position down to the 24.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He finds his man. They bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
quarterback keeps the football. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The quarterback takes it in himself. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Third down play here out of the shotgun. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's got it with room to run. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple of touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
So the misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw again. Short pass finds the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Yellow Jackets pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, is unable to hold on to the football.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Yellow Jackets come up to the line in a hurry up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He gave it a shot. They should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense moving to a bunch formation. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Harvey. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this 1st down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
Grinding away with a running game. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. And here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. So they'll look to kick it away here and hope the defense can preserve the lead. Perfect aim and good loft on this one. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He lets it go. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
In the college game, it's very challenging for these quarterbacks to make full field reads. Here, surveying the defense in the middle of that coverage, very difficult to find an opening and make that throw.
Looking for his big tight end. and this time it's complete. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
He's got a first down and more. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Bringing pressure. Quick completion to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? On the move now. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. The offense just takes a knee here.